Hello, and welcome to Action Reaction, your one-stop shop for action figure reviews. You know the deal. Please hit the like button. Please share this video with your friends and subscribe to my channel, Action Reaction. Don't forget to click the bell icon for notifications on the future contents from this channel. Now, let's get on with the review part. So what I have for you today is the Target exclusive McFarlane Toys Batman Beyond. Whew, I've waited a long time for this particular figure. Now, this figure is part of a collective build wave, wherein we are supposed to collect 4 figures which will help us make the Batman from Futures End storyline, right? But today we only have Batman Beyond. Now this wave is a bit strange because all the 4 figures will be released throughout 2021 at different time intervals. So that particular collective build figure is going to take quite some time to be completed. So patience is the name of the game. But let's not worry about that. Today we have Batman Beyond. Let's go ahead and review. So our first point of review is of course the box. Let's take a look at the box. So this is the standard McFarlane Toys box which they sort of make for their build to collect or collect to build wave. So what we have are the contents of the box followed by a DC Multiverse logo. Here is a quick description of what figure we are going to make. So if I can just bring it around. So this is the Batman from Futures End storyline that we are going to make. So pretty much a standard collect to build box. On the right side, of course, it tells us the property that this figure belongs to. That's the Batman Beyond. And we go to the back and we get a marvelous illustration of Batman Beyond with the actual Batman from Futures End storyline. So this is what we get. We also see a quick description of what figures are needed. So at this point only the Batman Beyond is out. So the figure also gives us a timeline as to when this individual figures are going to be released. So in April 2021 we have Batman Beyond which we are holding in hand. The next figure will come in June 2021 which I think is Shrek. The third figure will come in the month of August 2021, which I believe is the Batman or Batwoman Beyond. And the final figure would be Blight, which comes in the October of 2021. So I have probably 6 months more to go before I make this particular Batman, right? And it quickly gives us, what parts will be provided to make this Batman. So we have this illustration. So, a clean, good way to sort of interpret what we are going to get in the future. A display panel on the left side. So that pretty much sums up the box for you. So again, this is your standard McFarlane Toys box, nothing much fancy, all the details that are needed to understand what this figure is about. So I'll go with my standard 0.75 out of 1 for the McFarlane Toys box. So it's a cool box. So now let's go ahead and open this particular box. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Well, let's get my buddy boy Dean to do the honors. Now let's talk about the design of this particular Batman. And yes, I know you have subscribed to the channel, but did you hit the bell icon? Come on, just do it. Hit the bell icon. Right. So when we are talking about design, the first thing that we discuss is of course the accessories that comes with this particular figure. So, and we have a bunch of accessories for this figure. Very first are 2 very spectacularly created Batrangs for this particular Batman. This is the Batman of the future. So he requires Batrangs of the future. If you can just look, they are awesome. They are very well detailed. You have the bat symbol. They embody the bat symbol perfectly. So these are the 2 Batrangs which will go very nicely with him. A set of or a pair of hands. I believe this particular pair will be very useful when we hold those Batrangs. With McFarlane Toys, what we get is a stand. That's always a welcome addition. The character card, which is exactly the same image that is present on the back of the box with some information about the character and some brief history about them. Collect to build piece that belongs to the Batman of Future End. Now, when I've collected all the figure and hopefully I'm able to collect all the figure, I'll create the entire figure and then review that figure by itself. So this is sort of the villainous Batman of the storyline Batman from Future End. So if you can see, this is a very detailed piece. So this, you have to be very careful with this because this comes with separate parts. And if you lose even one of the part, the figure is a bust. And since this is Target exclusive, I am very much certain that you are not going to get a chance to reorder these figures again. So you have to be very careful. So take out those Ziploc bags and sort of hide them very well. Now what is very unique about this particular Batman is the face turns around and you get a Joker. And this is not like 2 separate characters. This is one character. Actually in comics we have the same head wherein one side is the Batman, the other side is the Joker. So pretty unique. I do not remember this particular storyline, but I'll have to go ahead and read it once again because now I'm intrigued. So those were the accessories. Now let's get them out of the way. Let's go ahead and get the details of this particular figure on its own. So this is, as I have already mentioned, a Target exclusive version. There is a normal regular variant which comes out with a bit of different accessories and a completely different headpiece or a head mold. Now we have to understand that Batman Beyond, this particular character was created for the animated series, but this character became so popular that DC finally had to relent and they had to cross over this particular character into the mainstream comics, right? So this particular character or this particular version of action figure is based on the comic book interpretation of Batman Beyond. So I'll have more important relevant information in the description. Go ahead and check out the description for more relevant information, right? So if we look at the head, this is a fantastic head mold. So the difference between this and that particular version is that particular head contains a proper mouth, right? Even though the cowl covers the entire head, there are some designing aspects on that particular mold which gives representation of mouth actually existing on his face, wherein in this particular figure it's like a complete head mask that this character has worn, right? So this is pretty good. You can see, yeah, he has those white Batman eyes, so that's cool. I would say a medium size range on the ears of the cowl is what I'll say, so that is cool, right? So this gives us a pretty much Black Pantherish vibe on this particular figure, right? So we come down and this is like a very basic, very simple figure. You see a very big and bold red Batman Beyond emblem. So this is really nice, right? And the hands and everything, they are just pure your basic black. The belt is something that makes this figure unique. If you can see, it is a good design. It is a very good design is what I would say. Rest everything is, pretty much. And I mean, this is how the figure is. This is a stealthy Batman. It doesn't come with a lot of flashy costume designs. So this is quite nice. You have his gauntlet, which has those two tips on him. His hand, which are sort of pointy. So as though he's trying to hold somebody by their throat. So that is nice. And finally, we have his wings, which if we open, this is the entire span. That's cool. Now if we go on the figure, if I see here, there is something and I'm assuming that is to hold this particular fin. So let's see how it does. So at this particular position, I do not see them coinciding, right? So let's pull this down. Let's see how it might go. It needs to actually fit, right? So there it goes. There goes piece number 1. There goes piece number 2. Yep, there it is. And if I try to spin it, yeah, it is able to do this. Cool, this is nice. Let's see how much it can go. Oh, yeah, I think this is it. So I was expecting that this could probably be, these grooves would probably limit his, wingspan, but that is actually not the case. He has his wingspan done pretty awesomely. I think out of designing, but with considering the accessories that go with it, I'm still going to give it a 2 out of 3. Now let's talk about the articulation on this particular figure, right? So head, okay, it doesn't really go up. It goes completely down. It turns to its right, it turns to its left, goes completely around. Now if we come down, we have the chest butterfly hinge over here. We have his arm, which goes completely around, right? Let's see how much it goes up. So this is it. This is pretty nice. And if I just turn it around, yeah, it goes up completely. So I would say a complete motion on his hand. So this is really nice. It doesn't, I think it has a bicep swivel. Yep, which goes completely around. So that is cool. Then I think this is his elbow, his double jointed elbows. Let's see how much it goes. Oh, this is cool. So it goes more than 90 degree. And again, yeah, there it is. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. Yeah, it goes completely. If you see, that's wow, this is awesome. And I think this is how it will go on here also, on his left hand also. Cool. I like this. I mean, I have never actually seen any of my figure do this, or probably I might have not tried, but this is mighty impressive. So this figure also has an ab crunch hinge. So it goes this much up and it goes this much down. It has a wrist ball swivel. Let's see. It has it, but yeah, I think there is the way his belt is built, this is sort of a very strange figure. Yeah, it doesn't go around. Not that I'm gonna keep him. Oh, you know what? This thing goes around. So there is actually some waist swivel over here, but it is just to probably give it some direction in terms of crouching, right? His ab crunch is something which turns completely around. So this is something that's unique for this figure. I mean, this is the first time I've noticed this. So his waist doesn't turn around, or you know what, actually it does. I take back my words. Go to his leg. Okay. It doesn't go 90 degree, but cool. And what I did find was these are like very slim kind of legs. Now the other Batman figures, the Bruce Wayne particular or the Thomas Wayne figures, they have really thick legs, which really makes it hard for us to, move his leg around. But with this particular guy, I think this is nice. So let's see. Okay. If I just swing it around, it seems that it goes 90 degree. Yep. It does a very good movement. Let's see. Side. I think it does a complete split. Of course, he won't be able to sit, but he does a complete split. And yes, the leg goes around. So this is really nice. Then we move towards its knees, which is a double jointed knee. So let's see. How does it do? Yeah. Hey, this is really nice. Finally, we come down to his ankle rockers. It goes down. It goes up. Does it swivel? No, it doesn't swivel. That's what happens with McFarlane toys. They don't swivel, but yeah, they turn around. So that's cool. And of course, we have a toe articulation, which goes up and down. I mean, it goes up and comes back to its original position. So overall, I think I am, and of course, his wings, which can go anywhere you want. So yeah, you can have his wings like this also, if that suits you. Not that it does make any difference, but yeah, you don't want to do them. And I have also seen that if you put this in hot water, probably this comes out as well. But I am not planning to, bring it out. I like the Batman Beyond the way it is. So I think I'm very happy with the articulation, and I'm gonna give it a very high score. I think I really do not see any problem with this with the articulations on this figure. I'm really pleasantly surprised. So I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give this a complete 2. Yep, I think I'm gonna give this a complete 2. So cool, Batman Beyond. I'm just loving you. Let's talk about the availability of this particular figure. As we already know, this is a Target exclusive figure. So at this point, this is not available on the official website of Target, unless you're lucky enough to find the same in store, or probably your best bet is the secondary market. But for the time that it was on Target, I'll have to sort of rate it based on that. So I'm going to give it, in terms of availability, a 1.25 out of 2. In terms of how this figure can handle your various posing needs, you can just take a look at it as I'm presenting the same. Just a history lesson for those who are not aware of this particular figure, but that would be like very small, limited amount of population. This is not the Bruce Wayne that we know. He is actually called as Terry McGinnis, right? So Batman Beyond is sort of a future version of Batman. It's a time when Bruce Wayne has hanged his cape and cowl due to his failing health, and Gotham is in despair, right? So this is when Terry McGinnis comes in form of a hope, where he steals Bruce Wayne's advanced Batsuit to foil a terrorist attempt in the future of Gotham City, right? And because of the success that Terry gets, Bruce Wayne is convinced that there is still a need for Batman in the Gotham City. So with that small bit of history lesson out of our way, in terms of posing, I am very happy with the way this figure poses itself, right? I am able to set it in various action poses, as you will see in this particular set of video or the photographs that follow after this particular review. So I'm very happy with this. So I'm gonna give it, in terms of its posing capabilities, a handsome 1.75 out of 2, which in turn takes its final score to a well-earned 7.75 out of 10. This is really nice. And again, if you're not able to get this particular version of the figure, there is a regular version of Batman Beyond that's available for you to buy. This guy needs to be in your collection. This is the end of my review for Batman Beyond. Thank you for sticking with me till the end of this video, and I will catch you again on the next one. So stay safe, have a very good rest of your day. Cheers and bye.